clear skies, and
Ah,
boundless possibilities.
blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. Blue seas, queer guys, boundless possibilities. I dare say this will be the next stage of our next grand adventure, or whatever he says. Good afternoon. I completely forgot that I said that I was gonna stream today. I worked out for double the duration that I normally do. It was weird. There was, what's the person's name? Dex? They, had some Megabonk videos. So I was watching a whole Megabonk run, like hour and 10 minutes long. And, I just did the whole thing. Sat through the whole thing. Where are we going? I think we're going to Solution 9 for Hildibrand. You know, it'd be really sad if it wasn't out. But I don't think that's the case. I'm looking at the wrong ass patch notes. Read the patch notes. Manderville Gold Saucer. Inconceivably further. It is in Solution 9. It won't be a blue quest, I guess. It's called Hardy Boiled. Aren't they usually? $17, $18? Did I miss a whole patch of Hildibrand? I don't think I did. The Case of the Fiendish Fugitives. I think I did. I think I missed a quest. Wizen Testimony. It's that one. That's the previous quest. Did I miss? Oh, I'm so confused. I think I missed a patch of Hildibrand. That or I just didn't continue it when I first tried to do this. Do I still have a Solution 9 outfit? Yes, I do. Okay, so I don't know where we're actually continuing from. Or should I just start over? Where would that be? It would be in Duty? New Game Plus? Side story? Hildibrand somehow further? The Near East. No. No. Okay. Hi, Nashuu. Pharaoh, here to help again, are you? As things stand, I'm still waiting on word from... Yours truly, I assume. I gotta give him a better voice than that. Since parting ways, I've searched every alley and dive bar in Everkeep for signs of this Hildibrand character. It's pronounced Hildibrand. Well, however you say it, he was nowhere to be found. Oh, where could the inspector be? Chin up, dollface. The case ain't over yet, and I always get my man. When the trail goes cold, the trick is to go back to the beginning. I want you to tell me the whole story again and leave nothing out, no matter how unimportant it might seem. Blah 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 blah. I'm Pharaoh from Mateus. You followed rumors of the flying disc which nabbed your friend, and that led you to the place where it most likely crashed down. Here. You also think he was caught inside the dome when it appeared, and from your perspective, went through 30 years in the blink of an eye. Sounds like crazy talk. I've seen enough strangeness in my line of work that I've learned to give clients the benefit of the doubt. Since we've got no leads on the man himself, I say we try jogging memories about the shiny starship instead. We'll want to question older people native to your world who might have witnessed the original crash landing 30 years ago. Folks that age seem to enjoy parks, like the one outside the residential Radi. Let's go. Man, it feels so good to have this game running buttery smooth with my model on screen and like not at lowest graphics. What the hell? I know once we hit a crowded area that changes, but it's fine. Oh, I'm skating. Oh, I love EA's Skate. Oh yeah. I gotta get back on that. There was an update. Meow 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 meow. Old timers aplenty as promised. Pick a prude and get to it. Oh, I still have that illustration I lent to you last time. Showing it around should help nudge some ancient noggins. I added a sketch of the inspector's face to make things even easier. I have another copy for myself, but that only makes two. Führer, you and Detective Hardyboiled will have to share. We are talking 3 decades ago here, so having a picture should come in handy, even if the dame's work is on the same level as a finger-painting toddler's magnum opus. Führer, was it? Well, you let me know when you're ready to bother some part-goers. Right, let's start showing that picture around then. Keep an eye out for older Hune and Hitsaro that might have hailed from outside the dome. Oh, and don't forget the Shitona. May I help you? I'm sorry, but 30 years ago I was practically an infant, far too young to remember much of anything. That picture is very cute, though. Did your child draw it for you? She tried her best. Elderly hewn woman. What can this old lady do for you? Oh. 30 years ago? I honestly don't recall. My memories of that time are faded at best, my dears. That is a lovely drawing of you, though, sir. Really captures your essence. That slack-jawed mug. You gotta be kidding me. Vending machines caught your eye? Yeah, you could buy yourself a coffee or an energy drink, but luxuries like that make you soft. When I'm alone, walking through the darkest, dingiest parts of the city, I need something as weathered and weary as I am. I'll stick to my eggs, thanks. Elderly hewn man. What would you be wanting with me, then? I can't say I'm familiar with it, but I do remember 3 decades ago, when I was still in the bloom of youth, well, middle age. I say, I remember you, the clever git who took back me furball tonic from that thieving horse, and 'twas a good bit of sleuthing it was. No need for all that, I was just doing my job. Sorry to see that the tonic didn't do its job, though. It's not about growing me hair back, it's about the routine. About 40 years of massaging me scalp and basking in the same fragrant aromas every morning. Doesn't feel right to start the day without it. Holy shit, I remember that. 40 years of using an Everkeep-made product? Oh, that's right. You're Alexandrian, born and bred, same as me. There's no way you could have seen the starship we're after. Sorry to bother you, sir. Well, no one said it would be easy dredging up eyewitness accounts from so long ago. This is where grit and persistence comes into it. I spied a Shatona fella heading towards the 914 radius. Hard to guess his age with how long they live, but who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky this time. And I love a hamburger right now. I want a yummy burger. Shatona man of indeterminate age. Lovely day, isn't it? I'm not sure I recognize that man. Hard to tell with such a simple drawing. Forget about the drawing. We're more interested in what you know about the flying disc. Ah, yes, the craft I do recall seeing. Yet when I felt the sun upon my face, I was living a very different kind of life at the time. It was during a hunt that I spotted it. Flying machines were a rare sight back then, so I remember it well, even now. And do you remember where it was headed? It appeared to crash somewhere in Ueawata, some to the north. I was of a mind to seek out the wreckage, but then the dome suddenly appeared, and I had far, far stranger things to worry about. There, what'd I tell you? Let's find your pal, nashuu, and share the good news. I read that sentence wrong, but it's fine. No one seems to know anything about the starship. Did you fare any better? Blah, 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 you see. So it came down somewhere near this Yukata place? I don't suppose either of you have been there before. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. And so on. A research facility, you say? Some unidentified shiny object fell from the sky nearby, then I'd wager their people soon scooped it up. It seems we have our destination. But how to get across the lake? Could take a hover cargo. That we could. The Reforgers have a few, and I happen to know one of an accommodating disposition. Bring that the beefy nacho griller? I'll take it at this point. I don't even remember what our battle was, nurse. It was so long ago, there's no point in fighting anymore. Potato griller, chipotle chicken. I don't even remember which one I liked. I'm loving the Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos. That versus Crunchwrap? No, I was never a Crunchwrap defender. It was not Crunchwrap. I don't like the Crunchwrap. Right, that's our transportation sorted. Yippee! What I'm stuck on, though, is how you've already been to this Ueyawata when I'm only just learning such a place even existed. What's your deal, anyway? Cheesy Gordita is my favorite, but back then it was definitely one of the grillers that we were dueling over. It was either the potato or the chipotle chicken. And I want to say it was the chipotle chicken that I liked, because it had the sauce of the cheesy gordita crunch. So I'm completely derailing the Hildibrand Quests right now. It had the same like chipotle ranch ass sauce from the cheesy gordita crunch in the chipotle chicken griller. So I think that was the one that I liked. But it's been so long that now I just like a gordita. I'll just have the cheesy gordita crunch. And I really love the Cool Ranch Doritos Locos cheesy gordita crunch. Ad is starting. Fuck. I'm Farrar. Something adventure, ardent adventure. You adventure for a living, is that it? Well, it's clear you're no fresh-faced mook. Let's press on with the investigation. My reforger friend should have a hover cargo waiting for us at the drift downs. I better pack a dose of Nashu's delights. Those explosives of yours, leave them behind. Don't need no dizzy dame blowing herself up on my watch. Or me, for that matter. What? This guy's a fucking fraud. Don't listen to him, Nashuu. Bring your fucking delights. Men. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. I forgot they added an animation for getting on mounts. That's so good. This game is so good. It's a shame that everyone fucking hates it. Accommodating reforger. I hear you need transport to Ueyawata. The hover cargo is ready if you are. Yes. I ready. This place is a mess, but I don't see any monsters roaming the halls at least. Should be safe to split up and have a look around. I thought we already looked through this place in an MSQ. Shuffling through the various documents in the cabinet, you find one entitled Confidential Files Addendum 1. According to an associate native to these lands, the unidentified vessel we recovered near Ueyawata had flown into the region not long before the dome manifested. Their testimony was corroborated by a thorough examination of the wreckage, which yielded not a single sliver of electrope. The vessel was, without a doubt, manufactured using technology fundamentally unlike our own. This mystery was further compounded by the discovery of a human survivor within the craft. Despite the apparent force of the impact, the lone male occupant had sustained no visible injuries. We have a lead. Although I guess coming here was our lead. I know how investigations work. The hewn male we extracted from the wreckage is an abnormal specimen indeed. While physically unharmed and in clear possession of a soul, he yet remains in a comatose state. The absence of reaction to any and all external stimuli is indicative of temporal stasis. Every method we have attempted, be it electric shock, a hot bath, or a sharp slap across the face, has failed to wake the subject. His remarkable corporeal fortitude and innate natural quality, or was it acquired with the aid of unknown technology? My enthusiasm for this research knows no bounds. I love that this is like a serious place. Like, there were fucking scientists that got fucking slaughtered here, and they were just like, have we tried slapping him? I cannot understate the incalculable potential I see in our mystery subject. If we could but unlock the secret of his preternatural resilience, then we would never again need risk the dangers inherent in the transfer of monstrous souls. While some of my colleagues insist that vivisection is our only recourse, such an extreme measure would mean forsaking the knowledge the men might impart to us regarding his equally intriguing flying vessel. For the time being, we have decided to suspend all research related to the subject. The specimen will be preserved in a biocapsule in Sector 51 and placed under observation in the hopes that he will one day regain consciousness. Pharaoh, sorry. Something else on the records caught my attention and it led me to a different floor. Had to wrestle up a verification key first, so I haven't spent any time on your starship mystery. Did you turn anything up yet? We're keeping him in Sector 51. The key I found should let us access that area. Let's grab your pal Nashuu and head there now. She's my gal, pal. Inspector Hildibrand, there you are. You two been yanking my chain? This clown doesn't look anything like me. Well, opinions aside, we've located our man. A hard-boiled egg would really hit the spot right now. Oh no. Here, give this to the detective. Nashuu? What are you up to? Oh my god. From the lady. Appreciate it. Never could refuse the kindness of strangers. Sorry, I had to tab out for a sec. Are there zombies? Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, there's still so many. Hildibrand! Hildibrand, I need your help! Hildibrand Mandeville! Mandeville man! Do what you can! These punks must be feeling lucky. Oh shit, where's my mouse? No? Oh my god! There is no need for firearms nor fisticuffs. I shall resolve this altercation in a manner that behooves a gentleman. Attention, everyone! Follow my lead, if you please. Good text box. Is he still the zombie master? Oh my god. Oh my god. He still got it. He still fucking got it. Splendid, most splendid. Let us remember to always comport ourselves in a gentlemanly manner. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. I fear I may have overslept a trifle. But I, Hildibrand, well-rested agent of inquiry, now stand before you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Unenthusiastic clapping. By the by, who's this austere-looking fellow? A new admirer of mine, mayhap? This is Detective Hardyboiled, your soul twin from another world. Why, my dear nashuu, this man possesses nary a speck of my singular aplomb. He does not resemble me in the slightest. Couldn't agree more. My sweet old grandmother has more grit in her pinky finger. That's odd. Maybe I need new glasses, but the two of you seem practically identical. The odd thing here is how you look too damn young for a fellow who's been sleeping for 30 years. And don't get me started on how you charm those shambling corpses. What kind of crime against nature are you? The inspector has a very unique physique for one, and as for the zombies, he's had an excellent rapport with them ever since his brief stint as an undead overlord extraordinaire. That raises more questions than answers. Still, we can consider your missing person case closed. Which leaves me to chew on the something else that caught my attention earlier. I smell a new case brewing, and I mean to follow my nose. A case, you say? Then allow me to offer the services of Hildibrand, Inspector Extraordinaire. Undead Overlord seems more plausible to me at this juncture, but I'll bite. What does a fellow like you even inspect? Impenetrable mysteries and unsolved cases, of course. So we're in the same business, eh? Makes me wonder how this gentleman act of yours actually helps you get the job done. I too am curious to see if beneath that leathery gumshoe exterior, you have the gumption to handle the truly difficult cases. Oh my god, the girls are fighting. The dame, she's your assistant? loyal and steadfast. I had an assistant once. But now ain't the time to reminisce. We have a new case to work on. This'll be just the thing to prove your sleuthing chops, Inspector. Let's get out of here and get down to brass tacks. Okay, I need to take 5 real quick, move some laundry, and then we'll continue. Okay, we're back. We're so back. Now we jump right back into it. As I was saying, I got a whiff of a new case in the making, so listen up while I explain the particulars. You said you scoured this place top to bottom, and learned they were trying to stuff people's souls into monstrous hosts. But the facility was forced to close down before they managed any real success. Sound about right? Uh-huh. I'm guessing whatever incident turned the staff into walking corpses happened not long after. Here's where it gets interesting. According to the notes I found, one of the researchers survived and continued to work independently even after the project was mothballed. Apparently, he dismissed the Tyrell Vidral as impossible to control, and instead chose to pursue his research using less ornery beasts. Are you suggesting this mad scientist transferred his own soul into some slavering fiend? Nothing so mad as that, no. He saved that honor for convicted criminals. Seems he set up a fake rehabilitation program and had the prisoners transferred, then yanked out their souls for use in his experiments. How awful! And what became of these now criminally minded creatures? That's the million-credit question. I tracked down the containment cell mentioned in the notes, but found the cages inside emptier than a barfly's tumbler. I don't even know what that means. Little digging into the operations log showed the cage locks were opened only recently, which means... We find ourselves on the case of the fiendish fugitives. We must seek out and apprehend these dastardly evildoers on the double. Yes, there's a chance they're out there causing trouble. And as a detective, I can't turn a blind eye when I suspect wrongdoing is afoot. Luckily, I also found a storage device that I figure belonged to the author of those research notes. It's pretty banged up, but I think the data might still be intact. Let's head back to Solution 9. I'll take this thing to my place in the recreation zone and see what I can recover. Weezer Tony! I'm a big fan of your rock band, dude. Ooh wee ooh, I look just like Weezer Tony. Right. I'll take a crack at the storage device. You're better off waiting outside. I'm not the kind of guy who makes his bed every morning, to say the least. Hey. Me neither. I wonder what's going to happen to his clothes. Well, the bad news is the device was in even worse shape than I expected. It'll be a while yet before I can recover all its contents. A quick pass netted me some scraps, though, enough to piece together a partial file on one of the experimental subjects. It states our surviving researcher stuck the soul of a career thief into the body of an Cyclops. This light-fingered fella didn't steal out of greed, but for the joy of pissing off his victims. Twisted guy like that ain't likely to change his stripes just 'cause he switched bodies. Yes, 'tis all becoming clear to me. Ha! His intentions are obvious. Our impish escapee will burgle the most prestigious jewelry store in the city. Soft-boiled a guess as any I've ever heard. As soft-boiled a guess as any I've ever heard. Your instincts are way off, pal. What? Never seen an Cyclops before, have you? If one of those big brutes was lumbering through the streets, all we'd have to do is follow the screams. No, if he's plotting a heist, it'll involve a target outside Everkeep, and he won't be aiming to pilfer any old supply crate neither, but something that'd really cause a nuisance. The Declaration of Independence. Electrope. Alexandria's got a habit only that miraculous ore can satisfy. We need to hustle to the quarry outside, and I mean now. It's okay, Inspector. Yes, I work here. Was there something you needed? If we had any thefts? Funny you should ask, actually. We had several shipments of raw electrope go missing in recent days. Strangest part there, I just didn't see a damn thing. You need a hovered cargo to move those heavy blocks. And surely someone would have noticed it coming and going. There, what'd I tell you? Sneaky Cyclops could have run off with those blocks without breaking a sweat. You know who the culprit is, then? If there's anything I can do to help catch them, just say the word. That's mighty kind of you, friend. Let's have you bait the trap with a stack of electrope, placed conveniently out of sight of your patrols. We'll do the rest. One tempting stack of electrope coming up. Oh boy. God, that looks delicious. Okay. Wait. Never mind. This bit is too complicated. There, that should do the trick. Call that thief for me, will ya? Oh, and do be careful while you're at it. What did that mean? Trap is set. Now we wait. Stolen egg. Sorry, I keep fat fingering the space. Oh my god. Oh, this is perfect. Maybe a little too perfect. Not good, not good. That's our thief. After him. Use your Manderville speed. Dude, that motherfucker's running fast. We don't stand a chance in a foot race. Get Godbird in here. Oh, I thought we caught him. It's just another Cyclops. They lost sight of our quarry. and he's gone to ground them in the middle of a field of Cyclops. We got us a wise guy. Not a tough guy, though, according to his file. Says he's got no stomach for fighting, so we just need to split up and find the one that doesn't try to squish us on sight. Of course, even if he is a coward, he's a big boy now, so we might still try to go down swinging. Shout out if you hit pay dirt. We'll take him together. If you hit pay dirt. Meow, 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 meow. Me not bad, Cyclops. Cyclops don't talk. Oh, fuck. That was the one thing I wasn't supposed to do. He's back. The inspector and the detective set off in pursuit of that screaming Cyclops. Come on, let's not get left behind. That Lullafell, I think, is the only fucker that has evaded the watchful eye of Inspector Hildibrand. Damn it all! Fuck! I'm so pissed off I'm gonna scrape all this pay dirt in your eye. We have you now, fiend. There's nowhere left. That's not gentlemanly. Ow, it's like being stabbed by a thousand tiny needles. No! Out with it, punk. Where did you stash the goods? Who set you free? As if I'd tell the likes of you. Have it your way. I hear the sting's worse than chili sauce in your eye. No! Now, detective. Threats and intimidation do not become a gentleman. Move, damn it, move. Give a criminal a chance and they'll make you wish you hadn't. My turn. Nashuu! Oh, he really is a big boy. This is my show now. Lose the gun and the girl gets it. You two, weapons on the ground. Ew, is he twitching? Ooh! Ah, my eye! My eye! And your chance to come quietly. Say goodnight, sunshine. Gah! That didn't hurt at all. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, abhor acts of violence. Oh, shit. Car, the inspector's all lit up. You gotta be kidding me. That shot had enough juice to take down a Gumphotherium. Too bright for me to bear. Ah, the pain is akin to stepping barefoot on a goblin's back. Master Thief, are you certain you're unwilling to speak with us? You sound like a precious jewel. I yield. I'll tell you everything. Soft-boiled and cracked. Yo, he's cracked! I never wanted the electrode. The researcher who freed us commanded me to steal it, and I handed over every block I took. So you weren't just being your usual thieving self. Alright, so what's this researcher's name? He never told me his name. I swear. I know him only as the man who made us into monsters. He already had some scary-looking bruiser working for him, so I didn't dare refuse his orders. No idea where we might find him, then? None. I was supposed to meet him out there with my latest haul, but you can bet he slipped away after realizing I wasn't allowed. That's it. That's all I can give you. All right, I believe you. This case has taken a fishy turn. But even if you were an unwilling subject in all this, you still have crimes to answer for. I'm handing you over to the Tin Men authorities. Oh. Don't worry. I'll explain how you're a crook in a monster's clothing so they don't just send you to the Arcadian for slaughter. Character growth. As for the rest of you, meet me back at my place in Solution 9. My throat's uncomfortable, and I don't know why. I'm congested. Surely Detective Hardyboiled must now acknowledge my dazzling investigative skills. In your dreams, pal. I handed the Cyclops over to the authorities and gave them the lowdown on our case. You can bet your last bean that researcher fella has other monsters doing his dirty work. I can't figure his angle yet, but he's up to no good, that's for sure. Whatever those criminals are now, they're also fugitives. They'll be operating as far away from our mechanical sentries as possible, maybe even beyond the confines of the dome. And that's a whole world I ain't familiar with. If you're keen to stay on the case, then I could use your help out there. You shall have it, of course. Inspector Hildibrand is at your service. Got my trenched coat in a twist when your pal started dancing in front of my gun. That's only fair, I tell you why. Has to do with a man who had his fingers in every illegal pie in Alexandria. The crime king, they call him. It was me who caught his royal rogueness and sent him to rot in a prison cell. But after being transferred elsewhere under the auspices of some rehabilitation program, I haven't heard a peep. See if connected the dots. Could be that elsewhere was Yue Iwata. Yeah, me and him got a history. So if he's running free out there somewhere in a new monster skin, I want to be the one to bring him in. Your unwavering commitment is commendable, Detective Hardyboiled. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby swear to remain steadfastly by your side until we have brought this case to its resolution. Toodaloo. I'm not by your side anymore. I don't recall asking that soft-boiled taupe to do a damn thing. Anyhow, I'll get back to pulling scraps of data from that box. Drop by next time you're in the neighborhood. Maybe I'll have a new lead for us to follow. I can't believe I missed that whole quest line last time. Now we can actually do the new quest. Yep. I knew it. I knew it. I was right all along. I was hoping to see our hulking Cyclops squish those curious rats. The craven fool surrendered with barely a struggle. But no matter. I have more than enough electrope now to proceed with my plans. Given the right direction, you outlaws have proven most useful, especially with the aid of your new monstrous talents. Oh my god! That's crazy! He was Slime Man. When making hard-boiled eggs, you want to boil for the same length of time every time. 12 minutes exactly. Any less, they're too soft. Any more, they're overcooked. We're out of time today, so here are some I prepared earlier. I had a voice crack. The manufacture of my egg-shaped medicine is a closely guarded trade secret, so don't try and make your own at home. Keep safe and stay tuned for the next episode of Inconceivably Further Hildibrand Adventures. Do we get a credit scene? No, okay. I guess those are only at the end of the whole arc. A Vandal in the Wild. Okay. If it isn't Ferror, been keeping yourself sharp, I trust. Sharp as a razor. Good to hear. In our line of work, you gotta stay in peak condition and be ready for anything. In any case, you picked a good moment to come by. Managed to recover more data, and learned about another experimental subject. Oh ho, I dare say that is cue for us to lend our investigative skills once more. Yes, 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 yes. Seems this criminal has put his soul into the body of a Kawaheola. That's a two-legged wolf, in case you weren't familiar. Prior to that, the man was a notorious vandal who went around causing wanton destruction, targeting everything from shops to government facilities. Didn't have any grand motive, was all for the thrill of it. A real piece of work. Like the sticky-fingered Cyclops, odds are he's up to his old antics in his new body, and is a pawn of the mysterious researcher. Such a fiend wreaking havoc in a densely populated area would swiftly attract attention. If our wolfman were to make mischief, I would expect he would be somewhere outside the city. It would not have bad reasoning for a soft-boiled dope. As you say, the fiend's likely to strike places outside of Solution 9. We don't have any leads beyond that, though, so I have a mind to pay one of my trusted sources a visit. Maimon's his name, and his business is knowing every bugger else's. Come on, he ought to be at his usual spot nearby. Maimon, does that not remind you of our friend Wymond? It does. Do you suppose we'll get to meet a Yormon, too? Oh my god. It isn't often I see you with company, Detective. What can I do for you today? Blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Oh, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. A thrill-seeking vandal in the body of a fiend. Sounds like a recipe for trouble, all right. Now, I can't say I've heard of any talk of vandalism, neither in or around Everkeep. But there's a hunter who caught sight of a solitary cow near the barrier recently, went into a vanguard and didn't come back out, so he assumed it went into Shaloni. What struck him the most, though, was the queer way it moved. Seemed more man than beast, he said. Kaolas are wrong voice. Kaolas are fiercely territorial creatures that live in packs. This lone wolf's our vandal. I'd wager my gun on it. We'll head to Shaloni right away. Thanks for the lead, Maimond. Tis truly uncanny indeed, the resemblance you bear to my friend. His name is Wyman, and his information is... and his stock is... and his information is his stock in trade as well. Not only do we have similar faces and names, we're at the same business besides, while bugging me with a lightning rod. You know, you look rather like the detective yourself, only you're younger and have better skincare regimen. You brothers or something? Ridiculous! Detective Hardyboiled and I are not the least bit alike. Damn right, don't compare me to this preening ninny. Ha 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 ha, ah ha ha ha, laughs Britishly. All right, didn't mean to ruffle any feathers. But you, lass, something about you reminds me of the detective's assistant. Takes me back, it does. Oh my god, what if the researcher is the detective's old assistant? We should get going. Let's gather in front of Vanguard before heading to Shaloni. I forgot the backstory that Hardy Boiled gave, but like, what if the king of crime was actually the queen of crime and transgender? Now that would be an epic game. Oh, la 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 la. I'm gonna suck 1,000 penis on Wednesday. Shit! I dropped my water bottle cap on the ground. Now everyone's gonna point laughing at me. You're gonna be like, oh, Mark doesn't have your water bottle cap. Sorry. Oh, shit. It'll be my first time beyond the barrier. Wonder if I can find a quiet bar that doesn't water down its drinks. Inspector, you're all glowy tingly. Must be the lightning round I hit you with. The after effects can linger a while, I'm afraid. No need for concern. Far from causing discomfort, the lightning appears to have improved my circulation. I feel haler than I have in recent memory. You really are an oddball. Whoops, sorry. I must say, Detective, I hadn't expected your hardened self to suffer from a fear of insects. And such adorable ones, too. They're not any insect, they're oglops, bringers of death and disease. Get a hold of yourself now. An egg will set you straight. I was wondering why they look familiar. I forgot about oglops. You fool. You didn't bring any. Not a single one. Damn it all. Oh dear. Never have I seen such a severe case of egg withdrawal. Think you could boil this to the good detective's liking? I think I could. It'd be really funny if they made me sit here for 12 minutes. Oh my god. You gotta stop doing this. I can't handle this. I'm live right now, nashuu, please. Oh my god. I'd love to see the other ones, but... isn't another trick, is it? I'll chance it. The text, I knew he was gonna do this, and I was preemptively gonna say, like, this is like when Snake gets that fucking, like, Colt gun in Snake Eater, and he just starts nerding out, and he's just like, the trigger guard has been fucking, you know, filed back for a better grip or whatever the fuck, like, the texture of the yoke, firm and assured, not untested but not broken down by the weight of the world, the essence of a survivor. You're a woman that knows the score, Feror. I'm glad to have you at my back. Looks like you boiled it just right. Well done. At any rate, I feel like myself again. Appreciate it, Feror. I had every confidence you could aid the good detective, my dear assistants. Come, let us continue on. One of the Oglops is the bad guy! So this is the outside world. It's gonna take some getting used to being under a sky without limits. Right, we should begin by talking to the locals. That a town I see over there? I don't know what I'm saying. Sheshawanezi Springs, eh? As good a place as any. Come on, let's go. Ah, it's right there. It's right there. I'll fucking fly. Wee! Wahoo! I wanna make out with nashuu. An old-fashioned place, this, but it's got a ruggedness that speaks to me. A man could get used to it. Anyway, let's split up and ask around. See if there's been any acts of vandalism in these parts. You learn something, you come and tell me. Vandalism? Don't get me started. Some miscreant busted up our drilling equipment. I pour my blood, sweat, and tears into keeping everything running. It's had me seeing red. Ceruleum's our livelihood, so the perpetrator can't possibly be a local. It's an outsider, mark my words. Put on our Eorzea clothes again. Meow, 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 meow. She-ho. Ah, yes, I heard that a barn was destroyed the other day. Smashed to pieces by all accounts. How'd anyone do such a senseless thing? Tonawatan officer. Here comes the voice. As a matter of fact, there's been a spate of vandalism targeting barns and equipment. The culprit strikes when no one's around and leaves no trace, so we don't have so much as a lead. Baffled as we are, we posted a generous bounty. Information's welcome too, of course, so if you see any suspicious activity, be sure to let us know. Are we acting out of our jurisdiction here? Hildibrand's not. Probably. Hey, managed to learn anything? Nope, I zoned out for about 5 minutes. We heard much the same. Our vandal's been busy. By the by, have you seen nashuu? I'm not sure where she's gone. You serious? How can you not know where your own assistant is? We better split up and find her. What's on pay, please?
Alright, traveler. Thanks for finding Kaya Mena and bringing her back safe. She said you and her had something you wanted to talk to me about.
That's right. I was on my way back from the Tuliolal trailhead when I was set upon by a thrice-damned demon. If it hadn't been for Ferrar here, I'd be drowning in that devilish jelly's belly right now. And then I'll speak some more.
Now you say Ferrar's saw this blue blob too? Boob blah 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 blah.
She did, and she's not the only one. Plenty of the other tappers have seen them too, prowling around by the wells and wagons. Even some of the engineers service in the rigs. You see the connection, don't you? They're nosing around anything and anyone that smells of ceruleum. Maybe they're attracted to it. Maybe that's why they were attracted to me.
Maybe. They're as aggressive as you say. They're a threat to our workers we can't ignore. Gee, there's something about all this that doesn't hold water.
I've heard of these things too, the blue blobs. Been keeping track of the sightings, even made a map of them.
You know what I found? Most of the sightings have been around Shaloni Station. Not a single one near the mall of Sanshea. You know the mall, right? The pits of ceruleum near the rigs. The ones that are always catching light. It's the sunlight that sets them off, you know. They burn themselves out occasionally, but the next clear day that comes around, they're all aflame again. What I'm saying is, the whole place stinks of ceruleum, so how come there's never been a sighting there, even with all the wagons taking the trail straight through it? How come the one that followed you there took off as soon as it drew near?
Maybe there's something about the mall that wards them away.
That's what I was thinking. Well, it might be the fire. They don't seem to mind it around the rigs. No, there's got to be something else. Kaya Mene, I want you to look into this. Go back to the mall and see if you can figure out what might be keeping them away. You grew up around those parts, right? Perhaps the folk in your old stomping grounds might know something we don't. Be more inclined to share with one of their own than with an outsider. I'll handle all your portering duties till you get back. You know what the overseer's like. Keeps his purse strings tight, unless we can prove these things are really attracted to ceruleum. And the attack on you wasn't just a freak coincidence. He's never going to stump up the guild to guard every convoy.
Understood. Understood. I'll get you all the proof I need, promise.
Would you mind going with her? Don't worry, I'm not my boss. I can spare you an escort fee. The blobs might not like the mall very much, but they seem to have taken a liking to her. I love my ma, though. I love my ma and pa. Thank you kindly, and take care out there.
Come on then, Ferrar. Back to the mall. Okay. I'm going to take this opportunity, sorry, real quick. I have to take another 5-minute break. My groceries just got here. I shall return shortly. Okay, so sorry about that delay. The groceries came, and then my dad also came home. And he hasn't been home in like... I haven't seen him in like a week, I think. Maybe it just feels that way. Yabba-da-da. Yabba-do. Oh, hello there, Farah. I could use a little help. Cocky ruffian. Get away from her, you cocky ruffian. I say, Nashuu, have you been making new friends? Know her, do you? And all the chaos she's been sowing too, no doubt. Whatever do you mean? Don't play the fool. We saw her polishing them bombs. What accent did I just give him? Oh my god, I'm all over the place. That's right. She's been blowing things up. We're taking her in and collecting the bounty. For the umpteenth time, they're not bombs, they're medicine. Oh my god, she became British mid-sentence. Yeah, verily. Though they may look and indeed explode like bombs, they are in fact potent restoratives. My assistant is not the vandal you seek. This is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Exploding medicine. Ha. So I'll take a deep breath now. No need to get so hot and bothered. We can talk this through, resolve things peacefully. I don't know who you are, but we're done talking here. She's the vandal, and that's that. You'll stand aside if you know what's good for you. If you're not willing to be civil, then we'll have to settle this the old-fashioned way. Detective, wait! I am emphatically opposed to violence. I must insist that we resolve this in a gentlemanly manner.
This case order know a gentleman if you fuck them in the rear. Don't wish it fresh.
You asked for it, old man. You want a duel? I'll give you a duel. Just remember that you had other options. Now we're gonna need witnesses, so let's take it elsewhere. Don't worry your little head. It ain't to the death. Ill at ease though I am with Detective Hardyboyle's chosen approach, it seems we must defer to him. Ooh. Ah. Yeah. What? Puts on a brave face, but he's nervous. Watch the eyes. He'll rush to finish it. What's that red smudge? Had yourself some poached eggs smothered in tomato sauce, did you? Soft choice for a soft bastard. Not the least bit phased. Hard recognizes hard, and I can tell you're a woman who's been to hell and back. Even I could learn a thing or two from... Whoa, are you kidding me? All this fuss over you and you're having a snooze? You got Moxie, dollface, just like her. Sweet dreams now. Dream sweet dreams now. Still charged with lightning. That's impressive in its own way. But never mind that oaf for now. I've got a job to do. An old-fashioned firearm. Most carried in these parts. Watch the barrel, dodge the bullet.
Luscious locks for a roughneck. Don't know what fancy hair treatment you use, sweet prince, but a bar of soap is all I need. I've seen enough. This one's in the bag.
Piss on the old laws. As long as you win, it don't matter how. Oh shit! Who the hell are you?
What's going on here?
Oh my god, I love that so much.
So that's the way of it. But non-lethal rounds or no, the law forbids dueling in town. As such, this will be treated as an illegal gunfight, and the guilt falls on the side that drew first. You lot are coming with me. Now it seems this all began when they saw the lady with what looked like bombs and assumed she was the vandal. While you don't strike me as a miscreant, I'd like to examine the objects for good measure.
Okay.
I must say, it does look like a bomb.
An understandable, if unfortunate, misunderstanding. Despite its worrisome appearance, I assure you, good sir, that this is a bespoke medicine that rejuvenates me when I'm feeling poorly.
Oh. That's a bomb, or I was born yesterday.
I feel like a new man. 'Tis as if I could walk upon a cloud.
Enough of that hogwash. While this alone doesn't prove she's the vandal, we're going to keep her in the jailhouse till we know more.
Are meals served at this jailhouse?
Well, that they are.
Yay! See you. Oh my god, I love her. I will come for you, Nashuu. I will find the true criminal and clear your good name, this I swear. Breaking down. Oh, God. I'm fine. I cannot bear to imagine sweet innocent Nashuu behind bars. We must apprehend the true criminal and secure her release post-haste.
Sweet and innocent ain't words I'd use to describe a bomb-toting dame. But setting that aside, we know who we're after. We just need to track him down. A number of residents report having sighted an unusual wolf-like fiend. Apparently it has appeared near a settlement called Lure Them in Your Trousers. It's Luaten... Hold on. Luateninyawaza. Luateninyawaza. Need to clean the wax out of your ears. Yeah, that's what I meant. Luateninyawaza. Come on, let's see what we can find out there. Okay, I was like, that doesn't sound like a place I've heard of. Meow, 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 meow. Going on a journey around the countryside, trying to clear the name of my wife, nashuu. Right, let's question the locals about Wolfman sightings. Should be straightforward enough. So we'll stay together this time. Just say the word and we'll get started. Ready? Then lead the way. She's been framed by an arsonist. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna put that sack of shit behind bars. Discuss the oven. What ovens, eh? Unheard of in Solution 9. We do all our cooking with electric appliances. That said, the smoke might give eggs a nice flavor. I'll have to look into it when I get the chance. Mother used to roast whole mealtragus in a giant oven. She was partial to the billies for the flavor, but I found them a little rough. That has no bearing on my own toughness, mind you. And we ain't gonna stop till the truth is out. Nothing's gonna stop us from uncovering the criminal underground. I saw it, alright. A wolf-like fiend I've never seen before. It made off with a sack of vegetables we just harvested. It would seem our fugitive was famished. Being a wolf, however, would it not hunt for its own food? Whatever it is now, used to be a man. Wouldn't be odd if it still ate like one. And if it isn't keen on hunting, it'd likely keep close to settlements for its meals. Three of us going on an adventure all around motherfucking Shaloni. You can see the resemblance between the homes here and those in the outskirts. Sorry. It was a real surprise when our worlds emerged 30 years ago. I was just a greenhorn then, and she was still. Never mind. The motif on these dwellings is simple yet elegant. I expect Father would appreciate their artistry. He isn't here, is he? Would have been funny if he was on the roof. What I saw wasn't a wolf fiend, but an adorable little critter. It kept squilling at me as if it was trying to say something. Oh, I dare say this is a promising new lead. Yeah, I have it. This creature is a minion of the Vandalist Wolfman. You and your soft-boiled guesses. I'd heard about strange squealing critters on True Vu, but I doubt it has anything to do with our case. Or True View, I think that's how it was pronounced. I'm a hardy woman. The wolf-like fiend? I've seen it south of here. Most folk avoid the area because it's Lunyakuapyat. Lunyukawa Pya. Lunyukawapia territory, but I go there to gather cactus. In the past few times I did, I saw the creature heading towards the gorge. Even the Lunyukawapia gave it a wide berth, so it must be dangerous indeed. Our fugitive might be holed up in that gorge. Come on, let's take a look. The Kawaiola doesn't seem to be here right now, but this is definitely where it lays its head. I can feel it. Let's split up and search for clues. If you turn up anything, you come and tell me. Squeal, squeal. Oh my, what a winsome creature you are. Had a thirst, did we? Sack is laden with vegetables, likely those which the fugitive took from Luatenin Yawasa. Crude words have been scrawled on the piece of paper, and Oglop loiters nearby as if regarding the paper and you. The Oglop scurries off, leaving you to devote your attention to the paper, which appears to contain diary entries written by the fugitive. Have a drink, did we? Found this empty liquor bottle. What about you? Good work, Pharaoh. The bottles and the produce must have been taken from Luatenin Yawasa. As for the piece of paper... La-da-da! These are diary entries, all right. I'll read them out. Another good day's destruction. I reduced the barn to rubble in moments, well before anyone was the wiser. My newfound strength was truly astounding. The researcher contacted me. He wants me to put on a bigger show, and I will provide barrels of ceruleum for the job. This is going to be my tour de force. So it's as we suspected. Like the thieving Cyclops, the vandalizing Kawaiola is working for the researcher. But I must say, for him to leave incriminating evidence out in the open, where enterprising agents of inquiry can easily find it, is rather careless, is it not? When he was apprehended as a man, he'd left a diary of his misdeeds lying around, served as incontrovertible proof of his guilt, to do it again, knowing full well how it led to his downfall. Perhaps he has some sort of clever design, or perhaps... he's an idiot. At any rate, if our fugitive has barrels of ceruleum at his disposal, then we must exercise the utmost caution. The tiniest spark could cause an explosion to dwarf even Nashu's delights, so I ask that you refrain from using your gun. My gun's more versatile than you think. It's capable of converting the lightning it absorbs to other kinds of energy. With the flick of a switch, it can shoot fire and water rounds as well. So if push comes to shove, I'll give the wanted wolfman a hosing down. The chamber's been filed down for easier ejection. And the grip is something. You know what I'm trying to do. Well now, that is a wondrous gadget indeed. Yet be that as it may, I remain firmly opposed to violence in all forms and elemental aspects. Solving cases in a manner befitting a gentleman, such as the creed of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Soft to the core. If you don't harden up, you'll make the same mistake I did. Damn. As a rule, I don't talk about my past, but if there was ever a time to break that rule, now would be it. Are we gonna learn about Washu? I used to have an assistant too. She was a lot like your own nashuu, a real sweetheart. But she's gone now. Killed by the crime king because of me, because I was too soft. The crime king's descended from a line of mages. Carnelian's his real name. He can wield powerful magic with a whispered word and a flick of the wrist. Doesn't have to rely on fancy gadgets like ordinary folk. We had him at our mercy, me and my assistant. But then he started spinning a sob story, and like a half-boiled milksop, I lowered my gun. That was all the opening Carnelian needed. He casted a spell before I could blink, and I would have died where I stood if my assistant hadn't leapt in the way. She wasn't wearing a regulator because she was following my lead. I killed her as much as he did. That such a thing should have happened. I was able to catch Carnelian soon after that, but now the bastard's at large again, in a fiend's body. When you deal with villains, you can't afford to be soft, or one day, you or someone dear to you will pay for it. Now then, we've confirmed the Vandal's here. But what is it that the researcher wants to achieve with this destruction spree? Well, first things first, we need to alert the Dust Watch. They'll want to be ready when the Vandal strikes next. You know where to find him? Husatawi, eh? Right then, let's head over there. To think that the detective had suffered such a terrible tragedy. I struggle to find the words. It's unlike you to be at a loss for words. You're right, my friend. As ever, I shall endeavor to be true to myself. It's so weird being taller than Hildibrand. I'm not used to that. Stay strong, Nashuu. Soon you will be free. This taco. It's amazing. It's you lot. What is it? I don't know. I'll be damned. Just a moment ago, we received a message from someone claiming to be the Vandal. They've declared that the train is their next target. I was about to dismiss it as a prank, but having heard your report, I'm inclined to believe the threat is real. Then we need to get to Shaloti Station right away. Indeed. I'll gather my men and hurry there.
As for nashuu, it would be best if she remained here for now, I think. Detective, keenly though I feel for your loss, I must reiterate my staunch opposition to violence. Whatever may await us, I believe that we must strive for a gentlemanly resolution.
The Vandal never used... wrong voice. The Vandal never used to announce his targets. This reeks like a rotten egg.
Oh no, that's the evil smirk. That's the smirk of evil. Fuck. Your powers of perception are not kicking in when they need to be. Already boiled. Thank goodness you're here. Please, you can't let that fiend destroy the train.
We're on it. Get somewhere safe.
We have you at last. From gentleman to gentle wolf, Tis detective. Oh, over there. A dame in distress. There's no electrope in the air. Of all the times to be out of charge. Give a man a fright, will you? Oh, my tummy. Hold it right there. Try anything funny and I'll torch those barrels. They're filled to the brim with ceruleum, enough to blow us all sky high. There's nothing you can do, so just relax and enjoy the... Huh? Ah, fuck! Youch! Wait, we must extinguish the fire.
The hell do you think you're doing?
I should stop this runaway wolf trade.
Uh-oh.
I fear he is disinclined to stop. They're coming back. And they're headed straight for the engine. Damn it. If only I could use my gun. A mandible man and his electrifying handstand. You did good, Softy. You did good. You did as well, Detective. You as well. I thought I was done for. I owe you my life. So you don't know anything either. I'm afraid not. I was only doing as I was told. And the researcher's true objective remains a mystery. This chaos and destruction can't all be for its own sake, can it? If you have learned your lesson, then I suggest you surrender yourself to the Dust Watch. You will be safe in their care and receive regular meals besides. Alright, I'll go quietly. Apologies for the delay. See, you have the situation well in hand. So this fiend was behind the destruction. We're grateful for your help. Despite appearances, he was originally a man, so treat him like one, eh? So that's so. Understood. He'll be treated with due dignity. You're still soft, hardy-boiled, as you always were. Damn! Oh! Nice shots. Wasn't expecting an interruption so soon, but no matter. The commotion has drawn you all here as intended. Oh shit. You're Carnelian. Howdy. See ya. The villain disguised himself as one of my men and knocked me out. The rest, I believe you know. Seems Carnelian's also working for the researcher, and this was just a diversion. What's that bastard's game? Let's head back to Husatawi for now. We have to set your friend free after all. My men can clean up things here. Damn, Carnelian really just dipped.
Right, let's get the lady out of her cell.
Oh, nashuu, such an ordeal that must have been. Oh yes, the hors d'oeuvres were quite tasty. Sheriff, we have a situation. A large shipment of ceruleum has been stolen from Shishwanezi.
What?
It appears the thieves struck while we were dealing with the trouble at the station.
So that was the true target.
First electrope, now ceruleum. What does he need all those resources for? As for Carnelian, he ain't the sort to do someone else's bidding. You can bet he's got his own angle. No matter what it is, I won't rest until justice has been served. And next time, my gun will be ready.
You know something about these happenings by the sounds of it?
Yes. Here's the whole backstory. And also, I'm chiming in. And I'm talking. Now it's back to my turn.
So this extends beyond Shaloni. Even if we had the manpower, the Dust Watch can't go traipsing around about in other jurisdictions.
That's what I talked about earlier.
I know things, so I think it'd be best if we left the matter in your hands.
Yeah, you can leave it to...
Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. I swear to you, good sheriff, that I shall find and apprehend the villain with grace and non-violent finesse.
We'd be grateful. Naturally, my men and I will conduct a thorough investigation in Shaloni. If we learn anything, we'll be sure to let you know.
Come on. Let's head back to Solution 9. I could use a hard-boiled egg right about now. Maybe even two. Meow, 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 meow. I love the fact that he just, like, lives here. Like, throughout all of Dawntrail MSQ, like, Hardy Boiled was here the whole time. Ah, home. I didn't mind it out in the wilds. But for this sentimental old fool, nothing beats this neon-lit city. Now I'll get back to working on the storage device. Check in from time to time in case I found us a new lead. Meanwhile, let us continue along our own lines of inquiry. Pray do not blame yourself for your assistant, Detective. The fault most assuredly lies not with you. What a soft-boiled dope, no. Just take care of your own, eh? Is that why the Oglop keeps trying to get to him? Is the Oglop his old assistant? Why are you giving me emotions in a Hildibrand quest, you fucker? I love these quest lines.
Excellent. Soon the plan will come to fruition. Candiloca's achievements will be meaningless next to what the heavens have gifted me. You fugitives have served me well indeed. And you me.
That's the evil smirk! Oh, fuck. Oh my god, dude. Why did my neck just twist when I rubbed my face?
We're starting off suggestive. Curious about my gun, are you? Come now, no need to be shy. She's a Molt Python Maximum fitted with a custom short barrel. He's doing the thing. I love it. Being made of electro, she convert her lightning charge to fire rounds and other energies. The double action trigger means she's as fast as you are, and the ambidextrous safety means she's at home in both hands. The ventilated ribs help keep her cool and reduce the risk of malfunction when things really heat up. The recoil spring guide rod takes the edge off her temper, while the extra long ejector rod housing serves to...
You getting sleepy? Because I sure am. Let's call it a day, shall we? I don't have anything in particular to say about my alchemy tools. Till next time. That was amazing. I fucking love that so much. The fucking Matrix scene with the Oglop was so good. Oh man. Okay. That's gonna be it for the stream today. I don't think I really have anything planned until probably stream on Monday. Not sure when Metal Gear is gonna happen. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. I love you, and I look forward so much to the next Hildibrand questline. Bye-bye.